Welcome to the program. We have Shannon Wright, who is running for Baltimore City Council President. The election's 14 days away.
Oh,
First and foremost, what are you going to do about jobs in Baltimore? The rate of unemployment went from 6% to 7% in just this summer.
it did, and to our current elected officials, things like that, statistics like that are just numbers. But for me, it's individuals, it's families, it's my neighbor, and we need to keep an eye to the fact that when we look at numbers, those numbers represent people. So we need to bring jobs into the city. We need to get out of the way of economic development. We need to get out of the way of small businesses. We need to create a climate where business can grow organically, not by the government forcing it to grow or by inflating taxes, but where business can actually thrive.
Miss Hazel lives down the street from me here in Baltimore, and well, I don't see Miss Hazel as much as I used to anymore. She used to sit on the front porch from morning into the nighttime hours and just wave at everybody. But Miss Hazel now sits up in her window. What are you going to do about public safety here?
Public safety is a big issue. Our homicide rate last year in Baltimore is just unacceptable, and this year's isn't much better. You know, community policing, I think, is the direction we need to go in. Right now, there is a mistrust on both sides in the city. The community mistrusts the police department, and the police department mistrusts the community. And that can't work. No matter how upset you are, no matter how much you want to go out and express your displeasure, when something goes wrong, the first thing you do is call 911. So we need policies that bring folks to the table and unite us, not divide us, so that we can get to a place where Baltimore is a happy place with safe streets.
Shannon, I know that you got to go, and we thank you so much for spending time for us. But on my heart, there's always this one question I would love to ask people who are running for office.
I'm
What
a
is
little
the,
afraid to
I
ask.
know you are, but what is the one thing that you would like to change as Baltimore City Council President?
Wow. If there was only one thing, I would have to say the mindset of the council. See, people look at elected officials as bureaucrats, but we're not. And I say we because I am believing that November 8th, folks are going to come out and vote for me. So I would have to say that we can be wish givers, grant makers. See, it should be a lighthearted thing. It should be a thing where when you have a problem and an issue and you go to your elected official, they can make it happen. They hear you, they listen to you. And even if it takes a little bit of time to make it happen, you know once you leave that office or once you hang up that phone that the person that you've interacted with actually listened and cared and is going to try their best to make your concerns past in history.
Shannon, I know that your phone lines are busy in these last days, but how can people contact you and support you for this election period?
You can go to my website, which is wrightformaryland.com. You can find me on Facebook, Shannon Wright for Baltimore. You can find me on Twitter at PSW number 4 letter U, which, in case you're wondering, is Pastor Shannon Wright for you. I'm pretty easy to find and I'm pretty easy to reach. This election is key to being able to get Baltimore City back on the right track. And for those folks that have seen the direction this city is going and want better for this city, your best way to send that message clearly to City Hall is on November 8th, or for early voting, go out and vote. Shannon Wright for Baltimore City Council President.
Shannon, thank you so much for coming on the air with us today.
Thank you.